So along Cheapside and right into Wood Street. You need to know where Wood Street starts and stops. Aha, today it's going to stop prematurely. Essentially Wood Street goes from Cheapside, it crosses Gresham Street, it crosses London Wall, and it goes down to 4th Street. Now today we're being forced left. This is why it's really important to study every street around here. So we're going to go from Wood Street, left into Goldsmith Street, then we're going to be forced into Gutter Lane. Now the building in front of you is called the Sadler's Hall. Now the Sadler's Hall is a big point on the knowledge. It's one of the livery companies. The livery companies, they started off 12th century. I think the first one was 1155, the Weavers, memory service. And livery actually means upper weaver apparel of a working man. And what they are guilds. And they protect the various trades in the city. So Sadler's Hall obviously made saddles. And you know, today these people, they're still very powerful people, people in the livery companies, and they protect the trade, their trades, and they provide charitable things and education. So now we're going to be forced left into Carey Lane. And then we're up onto Foster Lane. Now we do a little right here. You can see that there. We're right outside the Goldsmiths Hall. So again, there's 113 of these livery companies, and you're expected to know them all, really. I'm just going to show you a few, because there are a lot of them in close proximity. So we're in Gresham Street here. We're going to go straight across to Noble Street. If I was to carry on forward there, you would come to the Plasterers' Hall. We're going to turn right into Oak Lane. And here we have the Pewterers' Hall. It's nice to know what is a pewterer. Well, it's somebody who works with silver. And these are the little connections that helps me remember, you know, what these places are. Of course, right into Staining Lane. And then the building directly in front of me is the Wax Charms. So effectively, the wax chandler, that was someone who made candles from beeswax that rich people could afford. And conversely, there's another one on the other side of the city called the tallow chandlers. And that tallow was made out of old bones and stuff. A lot cheaper to make, and it's utilising a byproduct material. So there's Wood Street there on my left, which we couldn't access because of the roadworks here. Now we're coming up to the Guild Hall. The Guild Hall originally was a site of a Roman basilica, and they used to have fighting with lions and bears, like, you know, gladiators. Part of the Guild Hall is the London Century Library. They've got a miniaturised model of the City of London. It's really worth a look because it puts things in perspective for you. Here we are at Love Lane. If I was to turn left, it would take me up to Wood Street, and we're going to go down Aldermanbury. Now, an alderman is an older man, and Aldermanbury. So these are the people, the aldermen, who nominate the sheriffs of the City of London, who ultimately nominate the Lord Mayor of London, not to be confused with the Mayor of London. So this is Aldermanbury Square, and this is the Brewers Hall, another livery company. You can't do a lot in here but spin it round. And this is what you need to do in the knowledge. You have to keep reinforcing things. Now I'm going to look at that and I can see, you know, the badge of the Brewers Hall, flags there. And all these things reinforce not only where particular points are, but how the streets interconnect. So we'll go down Basinghall Street. Now we're in Basinghall Avenue, and the building to our left is the Girdlers Hall. Go to the end of the street, and it's Coleman Street. Years ago, we used to be able to turn left in Coleman Street, straight out of the London Wall, but alas, like many great things, it's closed off. So the building we see up here in front of you with a beautiful lantern is the Armourers and Braziers Hall. So what you need to do is study these, get off your bike, stop, look at the buildings, see if there's a particular feature that you find fascinating. And then that way it's far easier to associate a point with a mental image. And then obviously the connecting roads. So this is a beautiful hall, isn't it? You know, this is the Girdlers Hall. So peaceful, beautiful, beautiful place. So let's just finish this circle off. We'll go back into Basinghall Avenue. Effectively, we're going to be going around the Guildhall. Literally going around the block of the Guildhall. So Basinghall Street comes along and then turns right up here, and if I went straight on it, it becomes Basinghall Avenue. The City of London isn't tremendously difficult to learn, but you do need to study it because people will expect you to know exactly, and I mean exactly, where they need to be. And we're back in now to Lothbury, which will go back into Gresham Street. Going past Lawrence Jury Church. So, just a couple of little suggestions. Drive round in circles, have these points of interest etched in your mind. And I used to mark them on a map at home, put a little pin in them and have a reference to them. And then as a challenge, you could ask yourself how to go from A to B, on a particular run. So you might want to go from the Goldsmiths Hall to the Girdlers Hall. And I'll let you work on it yourself. Speak to you soon. Bye.